So, I started this vlog the other day with the intentions to finish it, and I didn't get to. And I think partly because I've been having such a horrible internet connection that the last video that I thought was going to upload 3 days ago just uploaded last night completely. So I guess I just stopped. So if this video seems really sporadic as far as like conversation, and you can tell it's from one day to another, it is. Today is Thursday, and I am currently on my way to this urology office that is, it's a new office. Well, it's not a new office. It's a new urologist for me. And I was a little frustrated when I went out here the last time because he did a urine test like they always do at when you go and you've got any kind of issues. He's like, you have blood in your urine. I said, yes, I know. I always have blood in my urine. And I tried to explain to him, my IC is just that bad. He's convinced that I either have a kidney stone, which, I mean, I do have a hypercalcemia kidney disease, but that's not what's causing the blood. It's coming from my bladder, which is really badly ulcerated, and I couldn't get him to understand that. So I'm going out here today to basically repeat. It's almost like I'm starting treatment all over again. And for those of you that don't know, I've been dealing with this for over 14 years. So I know what I have. I know how bad it is. You know, I've been trying to get it completely treated now for 14 years. Since there is no cure, and the only thing that they can really do is to treat the symptoms, then, you know, it's hard. So, my last doctor was at the end. He was just like, you know, the next best thing I think will be bladder removal for you. I don't want that. I'm only 36. So I'm trying really hard to get this taken care of to the point that I can live with it until that it's an absolute necessity that the bladder has to come out. So I've been taking the nano drops, which is the adaptogenic hemp oil, which is CBD with no THC. I've been using the drops for like a daily enhancer. But I have a Tenaker that is out for delivery for today. So I will be starting the Tenaker today. And actually, my son is going to start using it today. So we will see how much difference this one makes, this strand makes for us. I got the one that is for anxiety. And the reason why I'm giving it to my son isn't because my son has anxiety, but my son has ADHD. Well, I'm almost positive. The doctors and teachers have asked me if I've had him tested. I haven't, because I don't want him going on those medications for a simple reason. I don't want to start him on a medication that most of them are methamphetamines. I'm not okay with that. My daughter took them for a little bit, and it completely changed her demeanor. It changed her personality. I've taken them on and off throughout my life, and when I'm on them, I am not the same person that I normally am. I mean, yeah, of course, it helps to slow me down and I can get more things done, but, you know, I'm short, I'm hateful, which, I mean, it's just a side effect from any kind of methamphetamine, any kind of speed-like medication, which, no, it doesn't work on us like speed, but you still get the agitation, and that is something that they warn you about. My daughter was horrible on them, like, horrible, and since she's been off of them, she still has problems focusing. she doesn't so much have the hyperactivity side of things, but she has a hard time focusing. But as she's gotten older, she's learned how to deal with it. And she said that she may try the drops herself and see how they work with her, and if they help her slow down enough to focus, because sometimes it's all it is getting yourself to slow down and focus, that she will use them through school, just to try to get her grades up. But since she's been off of the medications, her grades have went up. She's not getting in trouble at home, like, at all. And she was staying in trouble a lot when she was on the medications. And since I took her off of them, she went from being like this really outgoing child to just really quiet and nervous, I guess. I don't know if it's really nervous or if she's just shy. But I don't want to take that away from Aiden, because I'm sure if any of you all have watched any videos with him in it, he is everything but shy. He's very outgoing, and I don't want to take that from him. I think that makes him a very special child, and I love the fact that he's like that. So, you know, I feel bad for him though, because like one day when he couldn't go outside because the allergens are so bad, he was like pacing back and forth, and I was just like, can you please stop pacing and just sit down? We can't go outside. You need to sit down and find something to do. You know, use your imagination, play with your Legos, you know, just something. If you want me to play something with you, I will. But we can't go outside. Allergens are too high. And until his allergy shots start really picking up and working, I mean, I have to keep him in because it triggers such horrible asthma attacks. I mean, when I took Caitlin to the doctor Monday, they told me then that I needed to keep her in out of the pollen because of how bad that her ears and stuff looked. So he was just, I felt bad because he didn't know what to do with himself. He couldn't go outside, and he was pacing back and forth. And that's just because he has so much energy to burn off. You know, there's not a sport in season that he plays right now, or not one that he would be interested in playing right now. So, you know, he's stuck at home with nothing to do except for to play. And he's usually pretty good about keeping himself occupied, but he also gets bored really easy, which is kind of a sign of ADHD. And so what we're doing, you know, I told him this, come here for a second. And he came over to me, and our nano drops you can put in water and drink them, but he won't drink a bottle of water quick enough to really get the full results of the drops that you put in them. So what I did was I put them directly into his mouth, under his tongue. That's how I take them most of the time, just because I want to get them in my system fast, and I want the results from them fast. So that's what we did, and within like 20 minutes he had settled. So I was like, okay, this is gonna work for him, but I'm gonna need something besides the nano drops, because I mean, like anything, you're gonna build a resistance to them. Not that I want to give it to him every day, just days when he needs it, since it does act fast. But so that's the plan. So I made out to get him, or to get some of the adaptogenic hemp, and I was looking. We have just the plain ISO in like 3 or 4 different milligrams, and then we have some that's made for calm, focus, and then something called Dream More or something like that. And I was doing the research, and on the focus, it seemed a little bit more like it might speed him up. And I know that that can react differently with us that have issues slowing down and focusing, but I didn't want to take my chance. So what I did was I went to the website, and I ordered the Calm for Now, and I'm going to see how that works. If that doesn't work, what I'm going to do is the next time that I'll order, or the next time that I can afford it, I'm going to order the Focus. Or I'll just go and order, okay, that's where I need to be. I'll just go and order the, just the plain ISO 50, which is like 500 milligrams of, it's 500 milligrams of adaptogenic hemp oil per milliliter or something like that. And so that's what I'll do. And that's what I would prefer to do. I didn't want to do the calm after, you know, looking at it because of the herbs. They can really affect certain medications. There's one in there that can actually enhance some side effects of medications that make you sleepy. So since he's on so many allergy medications, I was really kind of avoid that, but I didn't. It was just an accidental order on my part, so we'll try it and see how it goes. If he can't take it, then I'll get him the ISO 50, and I will take the Calm because they said yesterday that some of my breathing issues was more from anxiety and stress than it was from asthma or COPD. Even though they did some lung testing and found out that my lung function is actually getting better, which is unnormal. I mean, it's not normal. And they also found out that, you know, that it's gotten better over the past few months. So she started me on a new inhaler to take every day that is for COPD. And then they're going to recheck my lung function in 6 months. And if my numbers have came down even more, because now I'm in the normal range, but my lung assessment age shows me at 46, but my oh gosh, I forget what it's called. My body's oxygen levels are not really high enough, and I'm going the wrong way. Okay, I'm gonna close this. I got that taken care of, and now I had to find my way out. I don't know how I ended up going the wrong way in the garage. I don't normally have to go too far in this garage, not too far up. But I did today. Apparently they're really busy. I usually can go straight in. But yeah, I'm going to see this new doctor. Anyway, like I was saying, the medicine for the COPD, they're going to put me on it, and then in 6 months recheck. My lung age was 46, and I'm 36. Last time it was 58. So I'm doing better. I'm in the average range now. I was a little bit below average before. So I'm healing, which is good. And then I've got to go deal with this and see what they're going to do for me here. Not, like I said, my last doctor was just at the end of his rope because there's nothing else left to do for me. I've been dealing with this for over 14 years. So welcome to the life of an IC patient. I'll try to keep you guys with me as long as I can. Let's see. Let's get lost in here. I don't know how long. If they'll let me record here or not. Let's see. right next to the children's hospital, so I had one of my kids in this hospital. And my oldest, and when she was taken to NICU, there's an underground tunnel from this hospital to the other one that you can take. It's pretty awesome. I didn't know if that lady was going to try to go on here with me or not. But yeah, it's really close to Children's Hospital, so I guess it makes sense they got pediatric stuff in here. This is the professional building that attaches to this hospital. It is a nice hospital. Okay. Neurology. Oh, this is so crazy. I'm here. So I really couldn't film in there. The last time I was in there was really nobody in the office. And when there's a bunch of people in there, I really don't feel comfortable filming because I'm afraid that, you know, I'm going to expose somebody's identity. And I mean, I know it's just a urology clinic, but still, it's just one of those things. Again, today, yes, I have blood in my urine. So now I've got to have a cystoscopy, and a CT scan. The cystoscopy, or however it's pronounced, I'm fairly sure is where they have to put me under and go in with a scope, just to see. They basically want to get a visual of how bad everything is, and they go up into the kidneys, they check for cancer and bladder volume, and it too is sometimes a treatment for the IC itself. It hurts really bad for like the first 2 weeks because you have horrible flare-ups. I mean, this may be TMI for some people, but I mean, it's like pissing pure blood for like the first 24 hours. It's that bad. So I've been through several of them, so I know what to expect with that. But there is no incision or anything like that. But don't get me wrong, it's not something that I bounce back and I'm ready to just go party the next day. It really takes a toll on my body for the first about 2 weeks. And then after that, I'm ready to go, because then I usually can go without having a single flare for a really long time. Today I had 114 liters, or 114 ounces, I'm sorry, still in my bladder directly after urinating. So I'm back to retaining urine. Better than before. Before it was usually about 4 ounces of retention. It just sucks because the retention is why I constantly feel like I have to go to the bathroom. But they did some blood work just to check my kidney function, and with my smoking history is why they're doing the CT scan and then the cystoscopy, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And we should know. So this sucks. I went to the doctor yesterday. That's how I know about my lung function. And then while I'm sitting in there, I checked my voicemail because I had missed a call and I didn't recognize the number. And it was my psychiatrist. I have an appointment with him tomorrow. 3 days in a row. The first 3 days of no school, and I'm still having to get up early to go to the doctor. I'm so over it already. I was going to call and reschedule, but one of my medicines needs to be refilled, so it is what it is. I really wish that I didn't have to go out there. It wouldn't be so bad if he didn't live, or the office wasn't on the other side of town, but it is. It's like I live way far east, and I live on what's considered the very edge of East Knox County. Like literally less than a mile from the other counties. 2 counties, actually. If you got one way, it's one county. You go the other way, it's another county. And he's in West Knoxville. my kids' orthodontist is in West Knoxville, like far West Knoxville. It takes us a good 45 minutes to get there. So my 9:30 appointment, I will need to leave the house by 8:30, which means that I'm going to have to get up at 7 or 7:30 in the morning tomorrow. I just want to sleep just once. And I want to know what the hell has happened with our weather. We went from, I mean, we were swimming Saturday in 90-degree weather and 83-degree water. And I'm wearing my husband's hoodie that I found in the car. And look at this, it's nasty. And I left in shorts and chacos, and like, it's chilly. When I get home, I'm going under a blanket and I'm not coming back out. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to put in the beginning of the blog from the other day, or if I'm just going to leave it out or post it alone and then just make this one about IC. By the way, if you have IC, there is a new medication out. Apparently a lot of insurance companies don't want to pay for it. Mine did. Mine covered it for like $5. But it is a medication that works similar to Peridian, except for it's easier on the kidneys and it doesn't turn everything orange. It turns it all green. But it's not like, it doesn't stain as bad, but it helps. It's actually relaxing. So it helps for you to be able to go to the bathroom better if you have those issues, and then it also helps with the pain. So once I get the name of it, I will let you know. Totally spaced. I've got a prescription for it. I had it filled and then I lost it, so I've been taking Peridian instead. But yeah, they did some blood, like I said, they did some blood work today. I'm like, you're gonna have to hit this arm because that arm's done. I had it done yesterday and she hit my vein, it rolled, and she dug in that arm for a while. So like, yeah, you're not sticking me there today, that's for sure. Anyway, I hope everybody is having a fantastic day, and I'm gonna go home and enjoy the rest of my day with my family since the kids are home, and I will talk to you all later.